A gang of lumber thieves is stealing timber valued in the tens of billions of dollars. The lookout on the hilltop spotted a police car approaching, so he quickly blew his whistle. When the thieves in the mountains heard the signal, they quickly abandoned their precious logs and ran away. However, one of the lumberjack thieves, named Ben, shouted at them. Ben said, "It's such a waste to toss out wood we've put in so much effort to gather. I have an idea to steer clear of the police search." Soon the police arrived in the mountains. The lead sheriff is specifically targeting those timber thieves who are illegally stealing from national forests. He really despises those wood thieves. When the sheriff arrived at the site of the timber thieves, he found no evidence of any stolen logs. All he saw was a group of men engaged in conversation. They said they were here to round up some sheep. Ben was sharpening his axe on the side when the police approached and asked him what he was doing it for. Ben mentioned they came to herd sheep, but I'm here to take on tigers. Ben's words got a good laugh from the timber thieves who were there. Upon hearing his sarcastic remarks, the sheriff was instantly filled with anger. He pulled out his gun and pointed it at Ben's head. This action made the wood thieves angry. They grabbed their axes and positioned themselves behind Ben. If the sheriff made a move, they'd swarm in and take down the sheriff and the other officers. The sheriff noticed there were more of them. His men urged him to reconsider, and even though he was seething with anger, he had no choice but to hold back. Unknown to the sheriff, the wood was hanging several meters above their heads. As the sheriff and his men rode off, Ben gripped the axe in his hands. He began to chop down the ancient trees worth billions of dollars that had stood for thousands of years. His ingenuity has transformed him from an unknown wood thief into the kingpin of his generation. They hauled the wood down the mountain, but the thieves loaded the logs in their cars, thinking they were just regular loggers. Even though they were paid a few $1,000s, that amount is nothing compared to what the buyers and sellers of the wood make. This time it was Ben who helped save this batch of timber. The smugglers handed him an extra $1,000, but then the sheriff, who had already left, came back again.